You know, I think one of the most important questions that we face these days in education is, well, one sentence. It's what's worth learning? What's worth learning for contemporary times? What's worth learning for the next 20 years, 30 years? And the trouble is, this very, very important question is really not asked nearly often enough. Discourse around education tends to be about method. How are we going to get youngsters to learn what we've decided they ought to learn? I think that we need to think in terms of educating for the unknown, for what might come up, for nimble ways of thinking about it, for large understandings that can help us code the unexpected as well as the expected. And to me, that means that 90% of what we typically teach is a waste of time. 90% of what we teach probably constitutes particular skills and particular nuggets of knowledge that those kids will never encounter again in a significant way in their lives. It just doesn't matter. Well, that is completely bizarre. We simply have to do better than that. But it's very interesting to ask what this might mean in the context of the disciplines, physics, history, so forth and so on. What is one to do with them and how are they relevant? One way to think about it is that we need to teach content looking for what you might call understandings of wide scope. Not the narrow, deep pieces of knowledge that make up a large part of any discipline, but the ways in which the discipline looks outside itself. There are many rich insights to be found in literature, in history, in science, in mathematics, geography, wherever you want, that can speak very broadly to the lives people live, but they're not the basis of how curriculum is typically organized. We need to rethink that, and it's very challenging because in my experience, curriculum is one of the most resistant fronts of education.